Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. In today's class, I'm going to show us how to cut a 6 pieces skirt, and we're going to cut it together. So this fabric, I'm making use of 3 yards, depending on how full you want it and probably the body size. You can decide to use 4 yards to cut it also, but this is 3 yards, so this is the way I'm folding it. You fold the 3 yards into two like this, then you are going to fold again into four. You're going to fold into four. So that means I'm going to leave about 7 inches at the back, which is going to serve as a zip allowance, and it's going to have a little tail at the back. It's going to have a little tail at the back. So this is 3 yards. Just like I said, I'm going to leave 7 inches here. Is 7 inches. So I fold everything into four. Fold everything into four. So after that, now we're going to start marking our measurement. So from here to 9 inches is the waistline. The hip line. From waist to the knee line, which is 18 inches. So this is the full length. The full length is 45. So the length is 45 plus 1 inch. That is going to be for the hemming allowance. So that's that about the lines. So now you're going to go to the waistline. Use your bust span measurement divided by 2. That is nipple to nipple divided by 2. You mark it there. I have 4.5. So whatever you have there, you come to this knee line. You remove ½ inch. So that means I'm going to have 4 inches here. So you're going to connect it straight. Then the down part, depending on how full you want it, you can decide to use 10, 11, 12, and depending on the size of fabric you have. So here I'm just going to make use of 11 inches. As the down part is 11 inches. Just like I said, depending on how big your fabric is, you can decide to do 12, 13 at that down part. So this back, you're going to extend the back with about ½ inch. I'll show you when I get there. So this is the zip allowance, 2 inches. On this hip line, you do 2.5 inches. Then on the knee line, you do 2 inches. So that space there. Reason why that hip line side is 2.5 inches is because of the butt allowance, so that will create space for the butt. So this is the little tail I'm talking about. Yeah, that's the little tail I was talking about. Just notch. That's for the back. So now, instead of me to just cut this place straight, I'm going to come out with ½ inch around here. That ½ inch is also for the back. It's also for the back butt. It's also for the back butt. And the back is not going to be flat. So I'm just going to trim the ½ inch off. That's from that center front. The front has to be flat. Then this back, you can see that shape, that little shape there, that little curve. That is also for the butt allowance. That little butt there is also for the butt allowance. So that's that about the back. You can see just half of an inch. Then you notch this place so that you won't get confused to know that that is the zip allowance. So now you're going to turn your fabric like this. That is the center front. So now you're just going to trace, the same way. You're going to trace it. So the same thing, when you get to this hip line, you're going to come out with half of an inch. Something like this. So now you're going to reconnect these lines. So now you're going to turn your fabric, you're going to flip it over like this, then just place it with half of an inch. Then now you're going to take your hip measurement divided by 4 plus 2 inches allowance. Then your hip measurement, you're going to remove 6 inches from there. Whatever you have there is what you're going to mark on that nail. Then you divide it by 4, then plus 2 inches. Then the waistline divided by 4 plus 2 inches also. So that's that. You can easily just use your ruler to mark, to connect all this measurement so that it will be straight, so that your hand will be straight. So I'm notching the knee and the hip line. So now this is 4 pieces, which is going to be 2 for front, 2 for the back. And I already have that butt curve there, so you're just going to pick 2 out of it, then you straight it. Just trim out the half of an inch so that it will be straight. That is going to be for the back, sorry, for the front. Then the other one that has curve will be for the back because of the butt. So the center front is straight, so the side front too has to be straight. They are all straight, so you put them together, then you just join with half of an inch. The same thing you are going to do with the back. Just going to join them. So I'm going to do that now and show you what it will look like. So now this is it. You can see how flat the front is. I've already joined it. So now the back, you can see the way the back is. See that it's not flat because of that butt. That's it. So I want to cut the lining, but I don't want the lining to be same as the 6 pieces. I just want to cut the lining in A-shape form. Just fold into 2 and cut in A-line. Cut it in the A-line form. That's the way I want the back to be. So now just fold into 2 like this, then get your lining and fold into 2. Then you're just going to place it. Take your measurement. That's your knee measurement, your hip measurement, and the waist measurement. So now this is the lining folded into it. It's not going to be a full lining also. Don't want it to be a full lining, just half lining, so that it will be able to flow very well. The fabric will flow very well. So that's the way you're going to do it. Just like this. The same way I cut this one is the same way you're going to cut the back. The same way you're going to cut the back. Just cut lining for the back also. Then just like I said, you fold into two, then you take your hip measurement, your waist measurement, then your hip measurement. So the same way you cut it, that is the same way you're going to cut the back also. So after cutting the lining, you just I'm trying to take the measurement with the lining again. This is it. So whatever I'm marking here on the fabric, I'm also going to be marking it on the lining also. Just like this. So that I will have equal parts when I'm joining them. The same thing on the nail length. Meanwhile, you know the front is not going to be straight like this, so just come down with 1 inch, then you curve it this way. You're going to slant the front, it's not going to be straight. The same way you do while making a pant, that is the same thing you're going to do. So I'm just going to place it on the back, then I will join it. This is it. I've already joined the two sides. You're going to join the two sides and you're going to iron it very well. So after that, just place the lining and the fabric together. I want to make it a bandless, so you're just going to sew the upper part. You turn with 1/2 inch. This is it. You're going to turn with 1/2 inch, both the side and the upper part and the back. You're going to turn everything. So after that, you just fold into two, then you take your final measurement. This is it. This is the outcome of it. You can see how beautiful it is. The front is flat and the back is it's not flat because of the butt allowance. That's that, everybody. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to share and subscribe.